Good morning, YouTube, or should I say good afternoon. Today, I just wanted to reach out because I've been doing a lot of introspective thinking as I've been walking today on my trail nearby me. The same trail I was mentioning in my previous video about running and jogging, and it dawned on me that life is made of plenty of factors and variables between how we think and what others think, and our actions that we commit or inactions lead us to our lives that we're living currently today. And throughout my walking, I've been thinking about some of the choices that I've made in my life that I have let family, friends dictate my decisions and influence sort of my behavior by their thoughts. And what do I mean by that? Well, I would be pretty much the person that would passively go along in any situation and to allow my family to make choices for me, financial decisions as well. And obviously, being a 27-year-old man, that could be pretty pathetic to hear, depending on who you are. And so I wanted to ask you, the audience, is that why is it important to think about these things? It's not to break you apart, to beat you up, to remind you of any previous flaws or current flaws in your life. It is to deep think of ways and strategies to always do better and to overcome obstacles that we face in life. Because no matter if you're facing personal, relational, financial, or business, there is always going to be an obstacle between management, people, places, and current events that influence the climate of our economy and economies of other nations, and things that are pretty much almost totally out of your control. And so how do we balance all the chaos around us? I'm sure you've heard of the idea of chaos theory if you're into both philosophy and psychology, that you've came across this material before. And realizing that you can only do so much for one person, it takes time to intellectualize about your own personal journey, to recall mistakes, to recall past achievements, and to think forward, but evaluating what you've done previously in your past, and that you can do better or refine your skills or craft. Whether that is if you're a businessman and you have poor performance at persuading your customer base to buy your items, or to deeply reflect on your communication with other people. It all matters, and everything is sort of all interconnected. You'll never become free of problems and obstacles in your life, but you could always mitigate them by thinking ahead of time, or realizing where you have went wrong or where you have improved. Because if you have the mindset that you can improve, and that you're always thinking, oh, well, what was done is done and you can't change it, that is true. The past has moved on, you're in the present. But if your mindset is stuck on what's done is done, you'll never have the thought to actually make a difference and alternate your decisions next time. So today's video is more of like a philosophical one. I'm curious about meeting other people in this field. I'm not a expert by any degree or professional, medically, but I am also looking for other communities of people that are like-minded to that. And if you wanted to shout yourself out in the comments, please let me know. And hopefully we can discuss things, because I also want to grow not only professionally but personally, because I believe the journey in life is not about how much money you make or how many material objects that you own or possess, or the people that you associate yourself in a private group to become more elitist towards other individuals, but to reach financial freedom that way that you can pursue experiences, because I view that life is just an experience, and the people you meet, the events that you have been in or that have occurred around you, or the business relationships, the personal relationships, are all quite experiences that makes a very well-rounded life, a very developed life. And a lot of people today are drifting further and further apart, from my opinion, of what living a beautiful life truly means. And definitions of that could be personalized, right? But to me, that's what it means. And fortunately, I haven't met anybody in my life directly like that yet. So if there is somebody out there that does find this video, please reach out to me, because I'm trying to move forward instead of regressing back into this existence of just being, and instead to expand to feel a sense of pride and accomplishment that I have actually created a product or a thing that will help people that is more of a need rather than a want. Also doing services, multifaceted in different industries. So let's talk.